Well, despite some major obstacles, President Trump and Republican lawmakers are enacting his second-term agenda. The string of victories has left Democrats in an identity crisis. CBN's chief political correspondent David Brody takes a closer look at what this could mean for the party's future.
And may God bless the United States of America. I thank you.
Ever since Kamala Harris lost the 2024 election to Donald Trump, Democrats have been soul-searching as they try to diagnose the myriad of factors leading to their defeat.
So help me God. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Being out of touch on cultural issues stands out far above the rest.
Calling everybody sexist and racist and transphobic and every other name, and then saying, please follow us. That's not a good strategy, folks.
The reason Democrats are where they are is we started talking about basically transgender issue, Latinx, defunding the police, a whole host of cultural topics.
Chuck Todd, former host of NBC's Meet the Press, tells CBN News this disconnect is a potential pothole on the political roadmap.
If there's another national election that's more cultural based, the Democrats are in deep trouble.
There's no doubt that the progressive wing is taking greater control of the Democrat Party. Almost a decade ago, in 2016, 48% of Democrats considered themselves either liberal or very liberal. Today, that number has jumped 7 points.
The energy is clearly in the younger progressive base of the party, and yet their problem is with swing voters who are slightly older.
And that's where the Trump train comes in. He's picked up many of those blue-collar Democrats, leaving the party in the political wilderness.
We have to do something different, something dramatically different.
Democrat Texas State Representative James Tallarico, who wears his faith on his sleeve, is finishing up his seminary degree. He sees this rough patch as an opportunity.
God works out in the wilderness. And I think that can be true in politics, too. I think the Democratic Party should embrace this time in the political wilderness, because this is where we can rediscover who we are.
Right now, voters are still wandering, and part of the problem is that Democrats still haven't found a Moses to lead them through the midterms and 2028 presidential race.
Normally, when Democrats are in the wilderness, they look for brand new. In 1973, nobody was talking about Jimmy Carter. In 1989, Bill Clinton was not on the radar screen. And in 2005, Barack Obama was thought of as, oh, he'll be somebody interesting in the next decade. Maybe he'll run for governor of Illinois.
But first things first. Right now, Democrats are struggling within their own ranks. Just recently, 23% expressed positive sentiments about their party. 35% called it weak or ineffective. And 73% felt that congressional Democrats have not done enough to oppose Trump. Jonathan Voss is a Democrat researcher.
In focus groups, when we talk to voters and we ask them, what's the animal that you think of when you think of the Democratic Party? People will say things like, I think of a turtle, right? They move slowly and then they kind of hunker down within their shell when the going gets tough.
Over the last few months, Democrats have tried to shed that image. Case in point, Cory Booker's Senate filibuster against the president's policies.
It's time for Democrats to have a backbone. It's time for us to fight. It's time for us to draw lines.
And House Democrat leader Hakeem Jeffries' marathon speech against the president's big, beautiful bill.
We're going to press on until victory is won.
We need to make the case that we can do a better job helping people in terms of their mobility and their well-being. Without being saddled as the party of the status quo.
Indeed, the Democrats must change their stripes. Up until now, the question has been, will it be toward the middle or left? The recent trend in local primaries is far left, as mayoral candidates in New York, Seattle, and Minnesota have defeated the more traditional liberal Democrat. Ultimately, however, the Democrats' march toward a better political future may just simply ride on how Americans, especially those once blue-collar Democrats and swing voters, feel about Trump's economy.
Either they like this economy and he can create a durable, long-term realignment, or if they continue not to like the economy, like the previous turn, then those voters may reluctantly come back. I think we're still in a period where that group of voters is still vacillating.
We're the party of the New Deal. We're the party of the Great Society, another Texas Democratic president. You know, that is our heritage.
Voters should choose their politicians, not the other way around.
is fighting for working people, fighting for the people who are left out and left behind, not coastal elites and not billionaire donors.
If the Democratic Party can establish itself as a party of change, as a party of that can make life better for people, I think it has a better opportunity in 2026 and 2028.
Until then, it's safe to say the Democrat Party is a work in progress. David Brody, CBN News, Washington.
Well, to talk about it in terms of marketing, in marketing terms, I think the Democrats have a real big brand issue. Both what happened with Biden and the disaster of him trying to run for a second term. But now, what in the world do they stand for? And part of that branding is based on social media. In order to get attention, what used to be called earned media in politics, where you would be in the newspaper or you'd be on some news program and you were talking serious issues. It's now social media and how loudly can you scream. And so that's pulling both parties to extremes, but especially in the Democrats. And they're taking up stances that I don't think will work at all with the broader electorate, but they're doing it in order to win the nomination. So we're seeing this again and again where the progressives are having a much louder voice. But I think in terms of general elections, that very loud voice is where a majority of Americans don't want to go. On the Republican side, I think, just looking at the, big, beautiful bill, it's got some alliteration to it. But when I hear of big bills coming out of Washington, I don't like it. I don't want the government involved in passing big bills. It just doesn't resonate. So both parties have marketing issues, and that's nothing new in politics. We'll see how it shakes up, but it looks like the Democrats are really scrambling and frankly, kind of desperate right now.